Here's the sink we want to put in. It's an acrylic thermocast Brighton brand. And I'm going to put it in this space. I bought this particular sink because of its dimensions. It's 33 by 19. And most of the other sinks were 33 by 22, which is a standard size. But that's not going to work for this space. The 19 is going to work much better. So that's the sink. And what I've done down here is I've marked how far in I want the sink to be from the edge of the countertop, and I just put some painter's tape there and marked the center line. It's about 2 3/4 inches in. According to the manufacturer's instructions, I turned the sink upside down, and I took a pencil and traced around the perimeter. I don't know if you can see it there. See if we can get a little closer. There's the pencil line. All around the sink, even here where I had the tape, around the pencil there as well. So the next step is to take the sink off the countertop and create a second set of lines 3/4 of an inch inside the first set of lines, which are going to be my cutting lines. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So I put down some painter's tape around the perimeter and drew the cut lines 3/4 of an inch in from the original lines. You can see it there, all the way around. The reason I put tape down was when I used the jigsaw to cut out the countertop, I want the tape to protect it somewhat. You'll notice that in the corners there's a rounded shape that's required by the manufacturer. And all I did to get that shape was I didn't do it freehand. I just used the cap of a water bottle and just traced around it. That should work. That's about a 1-inch diameter. Here are some tools I'll be using. Of course, we got a jigsaw. And I put the tape on the bottom. A couple of people on YouTube recommended it. Does it help? I'm not really sure, but can't hurt. And if it'll help, that'd be great. Another great recommendation on YouTube was a downward cutting jigsaw blade. I just went to my local hardware store and picked this up. And if you look carefully down here, I don't know if I can focus it, but it says it works on laminate countertops, which is exactly what I have. So I think that was a good recommendation. And of course, the safety goggles. So I'm going to drill a couple of pilot holes and we'll start chopping away. I actually cut 2 pilot holes. You don't really need to, but what the hey. It was fun with the drill. 5/8 of an inch, just because that's the drill bit I had that was convenient. So just in terms of strategy of how I'm going to do the jigsaw stuff, well, I'm not that good with a jigsaw. So my plan is to go super, super slow, start and stop whenever I need to. And if I'm going to make a mistake, I'm going to do it inside the line and not outside. Because obviously we don't want to go outside or the sink will fall in. All right, here we go. This is a tip I got from askthebuilder.com, Tim Carter. And so when you're nearing cutting out the opening for the sink, you got to be super careful that the cutout doesn't fall into the cabinet below, because if it does, it's going to crack the countertop and virtually make it unusable. So what Tim did was he screwed a piece of wood to hold the cutout up as you near the end of the cutting process, and that's what I did here. I think that's it. See if she comes out. Well, let's push it up from the bottom and see what happens. There she blows. Hope we did okay. I didn't quite get the corners, so I'm going to have to go back and redo those. But most of it's done. See, the corners need to be done. That needs to be done. But basically it's okay. Well, there it is. It fits. Looks good. I think mission accomplished. I'm going to get rid of that tape and erase the pencil lines, and then it's time to hook up the plumbing, but that's not a job for me. I don't want any leaks, so I'm going to get a professional to help with that. But what's interesting, if you go down here underneath and take a look at how it lies from the bottom, you see there's quite a bit of margin for error there. In other words, we could have even cut closer to the sink and still had it fit. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied, and hope your job goes just as well, and best of luck. We'll talk to you soon.